Because, I'm going to push my button here. Okay, that should do it. The why is becoming important because that's what you're doing it for in the first place, okay? So basically, yes, your why, once again, you're putting down your why. And your why is going to keep showing up everywhere you're at. Why? Why do it? Now, a lot of times, when you're doing this is also to talk yourself out of it, along with talking yourself into it. Because you're going to see it, but then all of a sudden you have one little thing that says, why do it? Well, guess what? You're looking at everything else as a reason. And guess what? When you start talking yourself out of something, you're not seeing everything anymore. So when you write it down, you're no longer seeing on why you don't want to do something. Now you're seeing on why you want to do something. Okay? So when I got into legal shield, I had a lot of my friends that were getting in trouble with DUIs. I had a lot of other friends going through divorces. I had friends dying, and they had the will of the healthcare power of attorney. Okay? So my reason why, when I started my legal shield, was because I wanted to give my family something more. I wanted to do more with my advantages I had in life. Okay? I wanted to take all the strengths that I had, and I could put it towards something that now actually fit me. It was like a puzzle piece. Okay? But I had to know what my strengths and my weaknesses were. Okay? And that's another thing you're going to have to do. You're going to have to write down your strengths, what you feel are your strengths, and your weaknesses. Okay? So, now we're on the how. For the next thing is, now how are we going to go about doing this? How are you going to go about getting what you want? Okay, let's see here. You have nothing better going on other than going to sleep or watching TV. And right now, watching TV is going to get you nowhere. All it's going to do is like, oh, see something on TV. Great! You're not writing the show. You're not making the show. You're not giving any ideas to the show. All you're doing is watching a show, coming up with a few ideas in your head of the show, but you're not doing anything with it. But now you got to ask yourself, how are you going to do this? How are you going to go about getting what you want? Well, some people forget that, yes, they think they can do everything in the world, and all of a sudden I don't know how to do this. Great, so what do you got to do? Well, the next part is how. Okay? How do you get what you want? Say, how do you get it? Now, here's the thing with how you get it. You can start with, right now, you're actually on the right path on how to do it. You're learning the techniques on how to do it. It's not costing you anything. Yes, you got the page up. Okay, you may be a truck driver running a truck right now listening to this. That's great. That's the reason why I'm repeating everything over and over. Maybe you're a school teacher. Maybe you're a nurse. Maybe you're a doctor. Maybe you're somebody sitting on the couch smoking pot. Okay? Maybe you're that teenager that doesn't know where you want to go with your life. Maybe you're a mom or a dad, and you've just broken down so many times that you don't feel that you're important anymore, when actually you're one of the most important people there are. Okay? So how are you going to do it? Well, first off, that's where I will write everything down. You're going to do it by reading, watching, executing, meaning you're going to go and do some of the stuff we talked about. Okay? But the very first thing is write everything down. So how are you going to do it? You're going to start writing everything down. How are you going to do it? You're going to start coming up with what your capabilities are right now and what you're able to do. And you're going to write as many as you can. Then you're going to write what you can't do right now. And then, over time, you're going to start eliminating the things that you keep telling yourself you can't do, because now you can do them. Now, some of the key things on how you're going to go about all this, some of the key things will be reading, writing, okay, looking and learning from people that have had failure. Yes, you need to learn from those that have had failure. And stop taking advice from people that have never been there or done it before. Stop taking advice from people that, they want to give you all the advice in the world, but they've never owned anything, they never went anywhere in their life, they've never executed anything, they've never tried anything. I get a lot of what I did from Rich Ellerman, Alan Rawlins, Brian Carruthers, Mike Milia, Bo Napai, Jack Sharkey, Mike Goley, Jenny Goley. I get from people that run our park district, my buddy Mike, and most of all I get it from my father, my dad, several aunts and uncles I look up to that have had failure and success, and they've done a great job. I also look in the past to my great-grandparents or my great-grandfather, who I've never met, but I get the stories from him, and I learn the things that he failed at and which made him a success. Okay? I look up to my sergeant majors that I had when I was in the Marine Corps that were like first sergeants and gunnery sergeants when I got out. I still look up to them. I still talk to them. I even look up to guys that actually, even though I got out, they kept going. Now they are inspiring me to do more with my life, and I can actually watch their trials and failures, even though they have went above and beyond what I could ever teach them, and I got out, they stayed in. I'm now learning from them. Why? Because sometimes the student becomes the teacher, and sometimes the teacher becomes the professor, and the professor becomes the master, meaning that they can teach you more than what you can ever imagine, but you can still teach them because everybody learns in their own way. So if you're going to go in the Marine Corps, you need to learn, these same traits, but you got to know what you're doing. All right, next thing. You need to write out all your strengths, okay? Are you good with people? Are you good at reading, writing, arithmetic? Are you good with math? Are you good at being able, and I tell this to people, but I know not everybody goes to bars, but there's certain bar games, and there's certain games you take on your phone where you have to compare pictures and stuff, okay? Believe it or not, that's an actual very useful tool to be able to know what's going on, to be able to see something captured in your mind and remember for later on. Are you good at memorizing, okay? Are you good at learning people's names? Are you good at making phone calls? Are you good at, just calling somebody up out of the blue? Are you good at sending text messages? Are you good at keeping a schedule? Are you good at keeping time? Okay? And that's what your strengths are. You gotta list all of your strengths, the things that you think you're good at. Okay? And when you write all those strengths down, then you're gonna go through one at a time, and you're going to basically, once again, I know I'm starting a lot of different pages here, but we'll just say 5, maybe you're good at reading, you're good at math, you're good at school, just say it, you're just good at school, you love taking school, even though school's already going, okay? Maybe you're good at writing a business plan, okay? Maybe you're good at memorizing stuff. And the reason why I say that is because Dale Carnegie, and yes, I do go back to some of the greats. Dale Carnegie had a method of how he became very, very rich and very, very wealthy. Okay? He actually could memorize people's names. He actually used little ideas on how to remember people's names. But one of the things about Dale Carnegie, the world's richest man, was he would memorize everybody he met. Rich, poor, strong, weak, didn't matter who it was. He would memorize everybody's names. And guess what? He could go back and he'd learn something, and then he would actually utilize them for all his business transactions. So he always made sure that one of his strengths was memorizing people's strengths. Now, with our cell phones today, you can write people's names down. In your phone, you actually have a thing called notes in your cell phone, and when you put a person's name in, put some notes down about how you know the person. Not about how everybody else knows the person, about how you know the person. And if a person will allow you to, get their phone number, but also write down their email, okay? Write down the state they're from. These are strengths, okay? Alright, so, then I got how on there again. I went over that a couple. Now, weakness. Now, a lot of people may have weaknesses. And those weaknesses are the very things that you need to attack. In the military, many of your weaknesses may be shooting. It shouldn't be, but if it is, you're going to be on the range every single day. You're going to be out there shooting nonstop until you learn to shoot. And then when you learn to shoot, you're going to keep shooting because that's become what's called muscle memory. Okay? If you do not have muscle memory, then all your weaknesses, you're going to have to learn what muscle memory is. It means you're going to have to go back and, you're going to have to force yourself to start reading. Maybe you're not going to read, so you need to go force yourself to read. Do whatever it takes to read. Quit procrastinating, freaking open the book and start reading. Who cares if you remember not? Then read it again. Okay? The whole idea is you need to start doing it, and you need to schedule yourself to do it. Why? Because reading is one of the greatest things you can do, and if it's a weakness for you, you need to read. Writing, this whole thing here is to show you that most of us have a problem with writing. We're so used to text messaging or sending out a quick email that we don't write anything down anymore. Well, because we don't write anything down anymore, the people that do are getting ahead of us. So the more things that we write down, it becomes muscle memory, because as we're writing it, we're remembering it. Have you ever heard the thing, if you want to remember where something's at, act like you got a camera in your hand, okay? Take a picture of it, shut your eyes and take a picture of it, and you should always remember where that's at. Why? Because now it's in your brain. Now that's an actual trait. It's an actual trait, okay? Maybe your weakness is math, okay? So ask somebody to help you with the math. Ask somebody to look over your numbers. Maybe your thing is that very thing that you give, well, I'm not good at sales. Well, you're not good at sales because you think everything is sales. Because you're assuming that you're bugging someone. You're not assuming anything. It's just you're scared to do it. Once again, it goes into fear. You're scared. Our weaknesses are not that we're weak. Sometimes it's just that's where our fear lies. So maybe you don't like to call people. You don't like to cold call people. Maybe you don't like to bug anybody. And it's funny because you can have friends your entire life, never talk to them a single day, but you don't want to call them because you don't want to. Really, you haven't talked to them in 20, 30 years. Why not send them a message? Guess what? If they get mad at you, so be it. I'm going to send out an email to every single person in my Facebook. Okay? I'm going to personally send them every single person email. I'm going to say, hey, it's Jeff, just wanted to say hi. I'm going to give them my digital business card. And I'm like, hey, I just want you to know you matter, and I'm here for you if you ever need anything. And I'm going to send one out to every single person. If I don't get something back, you know what I do with those people? I just get rid of them on my Facebook. The reason why is because if they're your friends, and they are your family, and they care about you, then they will actually answer back, hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for reaching out. I say this stuff because of the PTSD, the 22, we don't reach out to our friends, and next thing you know, they're committing suicide and stuff like that. To me, that is the thing. Anybody that knows me knows that's the thing. So you need to write down everything that you feel is a weakness to you. Alright, next. You need to go and you need to write down all the books that you want to read. Now, you can go into Amazon, you go to a bookstore, everything else. Yes, self-help books work. I always give examples of different books that I'm reading, and I show people all the different books that we're reading. How to Win Friends and Influence People, Building an Empire by Brian Carruthers, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, The Why, okay, maybe Chicken Soup for the Soul, Jim Rohn books, Zig Ziglar books, alright? Yes, you can get these on audio and stuff like that, but my suggestion before you do anything on audio, read it. If you don't want to pay for it, then go to the freaking library. Learn to go for your library. If going to the library is one of your weaknesses, put it down. If reading books is one of your weaknesses, put it down. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you need to learn to read books. Period, people. Okay? It is one of the most vital things that you can do in anything you do is reading a book and making sure you're doing it every single day. Making sure that you become proficient at reading, even if it's just 11 pages. Now, chapters sometimes can be bigger in some books. So at least read 11 pages. Set goals for yourself. Now, I'll put this on here. I don't like to put this on here, but I'm going to. And there's a reason. Set a goal for yourself to read a certain amount of books by June 1st. Okay? I'm putting this on there for the books. I'm putting goals. One of your goals right now is to have X amount of books read by June 1st. Some of you may put 3 books. One of you might put 1 book. Some of you may put 10 books. But whatever it is, you need to be able to do it. And if reading is one of your weaknesses, whatever number you take, even if it's just 1 book, then put 1 book. And then do another book as you go. Okay? Next thing. You need to write down what you're going to wear. And the reason why is I want you to go on to all your social media, because that's where you're at right now. And I want you to look at what people have on. Look what people are wearing. Look at what people... You would never wear that to an interview. Okay? You would never wear that kind of stuff to go get a job. You would never wear certain things if you're going to go talk with the owner of a company or a business. Now, whatever you wear is going to be indicative of the company you're going to or whatever you're going to do. When you go into a bank, I'm sorry, but if you're going to go ask a bank for a loan, you need to wear a suit and tie. Simple as that. Okay? If you're going to go talk with a trucking company, you need to wear a nice polo shirt, a pair of jeans, okay, or a nice pair of pants or a pair of khakis, alright? One of the things you never do when you're going to interviews or anything else, you don't wear sandals, okay? You don't wear clothes that looks like you're just going to be on the beach for the entire day. You can wear comfortable clothes. You can wear loose clothes, okay? All the people out there, they want to wear these baggy clothes and clothes that, sag all the way down. I'm sorry, but I'm one of these people that I own my own businesses. I would never hire anybody that would ever even come into my establishment, whether it's for work or not, and their pants were halfway down past their butt. I'm sorry, nobody wants to, because that person is showing disrespect for the business, okay? I don't care if it's a fashion sense. Yes, I've had somebody say, oh, well, that's just what certain people do, and you're prejudiced or you're racist against people. No, actually, I'm racist and sexist and prejudiced and hateful against people that do not know how to dress respectfully. If you're working and you're in a factory worker, okay, that's your attire. You're going to be dirty. You're not going to have the greatest clothes. But guess what? That doesn't matter. That's because you're working, and that's because that is your job. That's where your bread and butter is, and that's fine. If you're a truck driver, you're driving down the road. You're fine. That's how you wear your clothes. That's great. That's everyday attire. Okay. But if you come into a place and you think it's okay to show your underwear, I'm sorry. Same with women. If you're coming into the place and you think that it's okay to let your boobs be hanging out and let everybody see if you're a camel toe or not, that's disgusting. And the thing about it is, you're attracting exactly how you're looking. You're attracting scum, you're attracting the nasty people, because, sometimes people just don't care. And if you care about yourself, then you're also going to care about those that are caring about you. In other words, if you care about your status, you care about who you are, then you can dress respectfully and according to wherever you're going. If you're going to go out on a Friday night, you want to look nice, that's fine. Jeans, shirt, t-shirt, that's fine. If you're going to a business seminar or something else, jeans, polo shirt, sometimes, a nice sports coat, something like that. If you're going out and it's just for fun, you can wear whatever you want and have a good time doing it. But if you're dressing half naked so everybody can see how nasty you are, then you're not representing yourself even when you're in your own attire. So what I always tell everybody is what you wear is very important. Okay? If people come to me on social media and they're trying to add me, and they have all these things that are wearing something like with Trump or Biden or something else like that, and they're half naked, half clad or something else, I can tell you right now, they're all scams. They're all fake profiles because people do not carry themselves like that. Okay? So any of those, I block and I report immediately, or I actually call out and make fun of, and I have a good time doing it. Why? Because you have to dress respectfully. Now, right now, I have on just a pair of jeans and a sweatshirt, which is just fine. It's nothing bad. It looks fine, I guess I don't look fat. I am, though, so. But the whole point is, you also want to brand yourself. If you're actually owning your own business, okay, you can get clothing with the name of your business on it, or whatever it is you're doing. Maybe you're an accounting firm. Maybe you're a legal firm. Maybe you are somebody that helps write business plans. I don't know. Maybe you're a trucking company. Maybe you're an operator. Well, what's nice is if you want people to respect your business, then take pride in your business. Put it on your clothing. Put it where you want it. Don't put it to where it's overwhelming, but make it to where it's like, hey, this is what I do and I'm proud of it. Yes, I put my stuff online all the time. I'm very proud of what I do. I love what I do. Okay? I love Legal Shield. I love what I do with identity theft. I love what I do with legal. I love AMSOIL because guess what? It's a great oil. I love the people that brought me in AMSOIL. Okay? Brent Deeger, Terry Jones, all these people that brought me in. There's several trucking companies out there that I know they take really good care of their truck drivers. So I always promote them. I don't make anything from them, but guess what? I'll promote Rolling until I'm blue in the face. I'll promote Sharky. I will promote Schaefer Trucking. I will promote, all these great companies. Okay? Heavenly Farms. It's a one-truck operation, but I promise you, Jason Spencer goes out of his way for everybody he works for, and he drives his own, he's an owner operator. Dantes Haskins, okay? He owns Haskins Trucking, and guess what? He is one of the nicest, most reliable people you can ever count on. All these places, they may be a single owner operator, that's great, but then you got these others. Gary Carr just got in a wreck the other day, and I'm feeling bad for him. When I promote his business, he usually has a couple drivers going. But right now, those are drivers. How about the men and women in the military? If you come into the military, and whether you're in civilian attire or whatever, and you're in the military, you can get in trouble. Always look respectful. Always promote what is your... I'm a Marine. I love the Marine Corps. There you go. Look at that. Guess what? I still promote the Marine Corps. Why? Because to me, is the branch that I'm most proud of. It's because it's the branch I served in. I also served in the Army before I was in the Marine Corps, between my junior and senior split-up program. But guess what? I wear it. So clothing is something you need to write down, the type of clothing you think you should be wearing. If you go out in public and you think it's okay to wear a bikini top and a pair of shorts in 30-degree weather and 25-degree weather, you're stupid, first off, because it's cold as hell out. But also, you're not going to get the respect you deserve. And the people that are going to be fond of you, yeah, sure, you're going to get guys looking, hey, oh my God, she's great, but they're not going to respect you. They're not going to take you seriously, okay? If you're sitting there and you're thinking that you have to wear short skirts or pants, certain types of pants, no, what you got to do is you dress the part. You dress what's appropriate, okay? I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a courtroom and people that have to go in front of a judge look like pure ass. So looks like that. If you care about yourself, then obviously you care about what's going on with your case. If you care about yourself, then you care if you get that ticket or not. If you care about yourself, then you care about those kids if you're going into family court. I've seen mothers going, they don't really care about their kid, blah, 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 you know. Or then the others, well, one person will be dressed up, the other person won't. The person that's dressed up, for some reason, the judge is taking more serious. What you wear is how people perceive you. And it doesn't cost money to be able to dress nice. You can get those, whatever, you know. I know that with us, we actually help military men and women, whatever branch, you know, we help them find suits, we help them find nice clothes, we help them with their resumes and stuff like that. But your application resume means nothing if you look like a pile of ass. Simple as that. If you go in with your pants down half your knees and you're walking in there like a good old, you know, hey, how you doing? Or like one of my cousins, not going to mention his name, Chad Eater, wears spurs and a big old cowboy hat and a good old thing of dip in your mouth. Or you got your pants down half there acting like with your hat on half. Guess what? They've already ruled you out. You've already lost the job. They're not going to hire you. They don't care how good you are. Because you approach them on their terms, on their territory, in their way. And guess what? That's not what they respect. They respect you to respect their business, which means you're not showing respect for their business. See, it's all about what you wear. Sorry, I got into that a little bit more. Okay. Now, next, write down what you're going to say. Now, this is actually kind of important, okay? Because I'm sure you've heard many, many times over, what you say can take you places. How you say it. What you say. Whenever I go into somewhere and I have to, whether give a speech, give a talk, give an orientation, maybe I got to give nomenclatures of something, maybe I got to give a status report, maybe I just have to say, you know, remember, less is always better. But you also want to make sure when you say it, okay, so if you're going to go get a job, first off, you want to do your homework and research. So what is it you say? You want to say something positive about the business you're going into. Or maybe you're trying to go for a loan. You need to say something positive about your business and have all the facts written down. So what you say matters, but this is the quick sayings, okay? Later on, we'll get in and write out everything that needs to be said in a business report. Next, you need to write down help. And this is important, believe it or not. Who can you go to for help? Okay? So, whoever it is you can go to for help, and what they're going to help you with. Now, I want to write this out a little bit, so I'm going to erase the board because this one's kind of important. We're going to get into that more next week, but I want to write this out a little bit.